We are on the yarn warehouse. It is with total square feet of 25,000 square feet, and it can hold a quantity of 100 tons. Now you will be able to see the entries restrictions with the security personnel, with the metal detector as well as the entrance register. The authorized persons list is also been displayed at the entrance. This is the yarn quarantine area, where the yarn is kept for maximum of 48 hours before the inspection as well as the inventory happens. This is the yarn inspection area, where the inspector is inspecting the yarn physically first. So firstly he is checking on the cone to cone shade variations, lot to lot color variations as well as any twisting variations. Then they will be checking the count, high frequency of knots on hangs, spirality, thick and thin foreign fibers, slugs, oil stains, dirty marks, uneven dye, etc. Here you will be able to see the yarn inspection SOP is displayed, and it is in the local language so that the inspector is understanding is very clear, as well as the quality flow chart is mentioned here. The inspections are carried out on 10 process basis on random, and here we will be able to see an inspection report. After the physical yarn inspection, the yarn is knitted into panel foam, and where they are inspecting the one cone inner, outer and the middle, as well as the random selection of cones, and they are knitted into one panel to see the color continuity. Here you will be having the customer approval for each and every lot, with the inspector is comparing against two, and here you will be able to see the inspection report for the two lots that the yarn is in-housed. Once the inspection is passed, the goods are being inventoried. Then once the inventory is done, now you will be able to see the yarn is stored on pallets as per client wise, and the proper bin cards are maintained. The inspection is failed, the goods will move into the rejection area, where the goods are kept under lock and key. Yarn issuing receiving register is maintained, as well as the yarn warehouse process flow chart is displayed. As per the overall mold prevention procedure set up in the factory, RH meters are set up in the warehouse as well, where the RH levels are humidity levels are being cross checked, and if at all any goods are found with additional moisture levels during the inspection stage, the yarn will be returned back to the supplier for additional RF drying, as well as you will be able to see the other safety measures like fire hydrant, etc. Now we are at the one of the three knitting floors of the factory. This floor is consistent with 350 automated jacquard machines, and to give you a brief detail, the machines are comprised of 300 fine gauge 12 gauge machines, as well as 57 5 multi gauge machines, which gives a total capacity of 10,000 pieces per day, and each operator is checking 6 machines. This is the jacquard yarn distribution area, where the yarn is temporarily stored after collecting it from the yarn warehouse, and the yarn is issued to the machines as per the instruction sheet provided by the planning team, where they ensure that the yarn is issued as per the correct lot wise, as per the style wise, as per the gauge wise, and which ensures the lot continuity is achieved. Once the yarn is issued from the distribution area, the yarn comes into the knitting section, where the operators collect the yarn and they are feeding into the machine. Here you will be able to see the knitting program in action. Each and every panel knitted, the operator attaches a bundle, the lot ticket number, where they ensure that the correct lot is achieved, as well as here the knitting chart is displayed for further reference for the operator. Once the panels are knitted, the panels are stored on the side racks. As a part of inline inspection, they are checking the tension with the drop system method, where the standards are being displayed, as well as the reports are being maintained by the quality inspector. Once the panels are knitted, 100% inspection is in process, where the operator is checking the panels against the approved knitting chart as well as the measurement spec sheet. They are using the plastic template to check the defects, and all the defects are highlighted as per the category in the report. Knitting quality process flow charts are displayed, and the SOPs are also mentioned here in the local language for the operator's easy understanding. After the 100% panel inspection, and AQL inspection is also carried out. Here you will be able to see the inspector carrying out the inspection. He is also cross-checking the panels against the approved knitted chart as well as the spec sheet, and the defects are also maintained in a report, and all the defect goods are also put on a separate bin. Now we are in one of the makeup sections of the factory. Factory is having 3 of these sections in 3 floors, with each of 250 machines, which gives the total capacity of 10,000 pieces each. Here they are producing clients of like Brushka, Next, Jennifer, etc. This is the makeup distribution area, where the panels are coming from the knitting and it is being stored and before they are issued to the makeup section. This is the makeup inspection area, where once the garments are linked completed, an inspector is inspecting the garments. Here the approved client samples are being displayed. Here you will be able to see the quality progress flow chart of the makeup section. Once the garments are makeup completed, garments are moving into the trimming and mending section. This is a trimming and mending line. In this current flow, we have around 350 workers, inclusive of linking and trimming and mending. At the end of each trimming and mending line, we have the trimming mending inspector. Here's the mending inspection SOP is being displayed. It's in local language for better understanding. And an analyst report is being done by the operators. Here you'll be able to see 100% lamp inspection being conducted by the inspector, where they ensure all the garments are linked, all the linking stitches are being done with the proper level, and a production report is written with all the defects. Operator is conducting the bar tacking to ensure the all the linking key areas are assured. The needle changing procedure. where it displayed how the broken needles are being replaced. And here you have the central needle control room with the authorized distributors access. The needle distribution SOPs and mission needle SOPs are also being displayed here. All the broken needle records are being kept, and it is tallied against the needle register. And magnets are used to find out the needle fragments if there is any. Here you will be able to see 5-year records are being maintained by the factory, and this is the place where they keep the fresh needles in lock and key. This is the box where they keep the useless needles, and it is also under lock and key. The entrance to the accessory warehouse. This is an overview of the accessory warehouse, and to your left we have the quarantine area where we keep the goods for maximum of 48 hours before it gets inventory and inspection is completed. This is the waiting for inspection and the inspection area. Here you have the quality diagram, the authorized person for the accessory inspections, and the accessory inspection SOP written in local language for better understanding. Here you have the quality process flowchart for accessory inspection in the warehouse, and here you have wash care symbols as well as care label specific instructions and codes. Here you are able to see the inspection running as per the approved trim card by the quality inspector. Here you have the AQL chart mentioned, and they are doing the inspections at AQL 1.5 for the countable items, and non-countable items they are doing the AQL at 10%. Once the inspections are passed, goods are going into the racks with proper bin cards with in and out registers. Here you are able to see a copy of the bin card and how the goods are being stored as per the client, as per the item, and as well as for the style wise. Here if the goods inspections are failed, the goods will move into the rejection area. The rejection area is under lock and key, so it's with limited access, and the goods will be returned back to the suppliers as per the SOP. Here we are at the washing section. Of each finishing floors there are 2 washing sections each, so one each with 15,000 capacity. You will be able to see the belly washing machines, and the light color allocations are mentioned on the machines, and the operators are wearing the protective PPE wear. Here you will be able to see the approved washing recipes being displayed, the allocated hydro extraction machines, tumble dryers with the specified washing recipes. The washing chemical area you will be able to see with entry restrictions, and all the washing chemicals are stored as per MSDS standards provided by the supplier. This is the after wash AQL inspection area. This is the approved samples of each and every garments that have been washed. The washing inspection report, as well as the washing inspection SOPs are being displayed there. After wash lights inspection, where 100% of garments are being inspected after the wash. After the light inspection, here we have the thread cutting area where the excessive thread materials are being removed by the operators. At the end of the process, we have another AQL checking process in place. Here you'll be able to see the AQL charts are being displayed as well as the checking SOP. Approved customers' garments are also being displayed here for easy reference. After the excessive thread removal, we have the labeling section where the labels have been stored in locked boxes, and the operators are issued one color, one size. During label attachment process, we have a inline QA check as well, where they ensure the labels are attached in the correct position as per the correct sizes mentioned by the clients. And now we are entering into the finishing section, where you'll be able to see 4 ironing lines are running parallelly. The lines are allocated as per client wise, and each is having around 7,000 odd capacity. So 4 lines would give close to 21,000 pieces. As of the mold prevention, one of the key features, factory is using all the vacuum tables where the excessive moisture is being removed after the garment is being pressed, and all the pattern boards are being signed off by the QAs to ensure the garment are in the right size as per the spec. After the ironing, we have the ironing measurement check, where 100% garments are being checked by the QA inspectors for measurements. The approved client's measurement specs are being displayed in front of the inspector. The garments are being checked for measurements. Here we have the pre-final area, where the final get-up is checked by the operators. This is the final measurement AQL table, where client Jennifer's garments have been final measurement checked. And finally, as the another part of the mold prevention process, the random garments are being inspected for moisture. If at all we find excessive moisture in the process, we have the dehumidified moisture control room, and the garments are stored on the perforated racks, and the dehumidify process, mold prevention process is been displayed here. Inside the room, you'll be able to see the dehumidifiers in action, as well as the inspectors are checking the moisture level. And in and out register is maintained. With the in moisture levels as well as the out moisture levels. The room is having a capacity of 1,500 pieces. The mold prevention, as per the process, they have to store not less than 2 hours in the dehumidifier room. Garments are ensured they are of dry and as per the accepted quality range. Garments are moving into the hand tag area, where the hand tags are sorted as per size, as per the client requirement. After the hand tags are attached, garments are moving into the metal detection. Here you will be able to see the metal detection 9-point calibration process, as well as the process flow chart. The authorized persons' names have been displayed, as well as the machine calibration from the approved supplier. This is one of the packing sections which is fully secured and which is under the authorized person only access. None of the unauthorized people are getting access into. Here you are having the quarantine area after the metal detection is passed, and they are waiting until the next calibration is completed. This is an overview of the packing section, where there are 4 individual lines in each finishing flow, with each capacity of 7,000 in each line. Here the client next garments are running. Here the garments are being packed as per customer requirement. Here you will be able to see the tissue papers are in use, and the approved sample is also in displayed. Now here the size sorting is being done before the garments enter into the final cartons. The garments are size sorted, they are entered into the customer approved boxes, and if requirements are there for additional silica gel or super dry is being used, and to ensure the inspectors traceability, they are having a sign inside the carton, and the final weight is being checked to ensure the garments are as per the correct weight as per the approved sample. Here you will be able to see the finished goods warehouse with 25,000 carton capacity, and the entry is restricted. Authorized persons list is displayed at the entrance of the warehouse. Before entering into the finished goods warehouse, all the visitors as well as the authorized persons are scanned by the metal detector by the security in charge, and the records are maintained of the entrance at the entrance for all the unauthorized visitors, as well as the finished goods records are maintained. This is an overview of the finished goods warehouse. So you will be able to see all the goods are stored on the pallets. As a part of the mold prevention by the company, they have installed the RH meters in the finished goods warehouse as well as the fire hydrants and other safety measures also are in place in the finished goods warehouse. This is the final garment loading unloading area. You'll be able to see there's a huge canopy, so it prevents the garment from being exposed into the elements. And as per the CityPath process, so this is also under CCTV.